And another fun fact, check this out guys. So you see the profile behind me, what Fitzroy looks like? Where have you seen that before? It is literally the symbol of Patagonia, the Patagonia logo. Buenos dias a todos, bienvenidos to today's video. It is Saturday, 23rd of November. So we are now in Chalten, the smoky mountain, the hiking capital of the world, whatever you want to call it. And today we are gonna go hiking Mount Fitzroy. So it's just before 9 o'clock now, just loading up on my coffee and my Americano breakfast. So just gonna chow this down, need a lot of food and energy for today's hike. It's gonna be like a full 9 to 10 hour day, 22-kilometer round trip. Feeling kind of anxious, I don't know if my legs or my knees or my body's gonna be able to, how it's gonna be like by the end of it. But I guess like with all things, like with all big hikes, we just gotta take it step by step, and then hopefully by the end of it, we'll get there. Just on the north end of town now, and we have made it to the starting point. Sendero Fitzroy. It's 10:30 now, so it's time to begin our trek. So what have we got here? 20-kilometer round trip. So this is where we are, usted está aquí, and this is a route 10 kilometers till we get to Laguna de los Tres, which is the viewpoint to Fitzroy over there. So here you can see the profile. So you ascend 700 meters in the first 3 kilometers. Then for the next 6 up to 9 k's, it's pretty flat. And then the hard bit right at the end. Only 20 minutes in and we have made it to our first viewpoint. Look how high we've climbed in the first 20 minutes already. Now the weather is a little bit funny this morning, not quite what I expected. It's actually pretty warm, had to take off a few layers already, and it's a very, very still day. No wind whatsoever. But I hope it stays like this and holds up by the time I get to the viewpoint. But I haven't really got my hopes up because usually when you get to places like that, it is a blistering wind and super, super freezing. So I'm prepared for that if it comes my way. So here we have now come to a crossroad. Usted está aquí. You can take the back roads, Mirador, or the lakeway, Lago Capri. So we are gonna obviously take this way and have a little break stop here, just a close 1 kilometer from where we are. So just about an hour and a half in, it's nearly midday now, and we have ascended to the relatively flat part. It's been pretty enjoyable so far. Really, really nice walk. Really enjoying this very still, no wind day. Literally the trek can be easy, it could be beautiful, but if it's windy, if it's cold, anything like that, it will kill it. So we're just cruising through the pass at the moment, and you can see we are getting closer and closer to Cerro Fitzroy. Yeah, can't see it. Alright, halfway there now. It's been 2 hours and it's a good time for a little break stop. Packed so many long sleeves, got this, got my heat tech, plus my jacket, don't even need any of that. Beanie, gloves, all my winter stuff. Alright, so we've got a sandwich for later on when we get to the peak. Got some fruits, banana and pear now, and some Oreos. That should do me for the day. Now I think the really cool thing about this hike is having that thing to look at as you make the way to the top. You know, it's nearly the end of spring, going to the summer now, it's quite warm, and just a few kilometers away, you've got jagged cliffs, a mountain with a profile that looks like that, with a glacier just over there, and a snow-capped mountain. about 6 k's done and only 4 to go. We are now walking right in the open field, right in front of Fitzroy. Check that out. It's just crazy views out here. Vast open space in front of me there, leading up to the glacier in front, and these jagged cliffs. Crazy, love these kind of hikes, and it's not even that difficult. Not yet anyway. Now the thing I've learned when you're walking to things like this is the best shots are not always necessarily when you get to the destination. When I flew Mav back there, it was already a bit too close that, you know, she couldn't get the whole thing right up to the point. Had to fly her up like 200 meters just to get to the tip. Really take the time to stop along the trek, because there's been many times where I thought I'd just smash it, just want to get there and take my photos, and realize, you know, it was a lot better back there. And then by the time I come back, you know, the weather's turned, the sun's not out, the view doesn't look as good anymore. So my best treks have always been when I've taken my time to get to the place rather than just rushing it all the way up. We have now made it to the final order. Dificultad alta, una hora, good physical condition, unstable terrain, avoid wind, rain and snow, and calculate your return with daylight. Altitude gain. For the 1 kilometer we ascend 400 meters. Damn. Alright guys, here we go. The home stretch. 400 meters elevation in an hour. 400 meters is literally half the entire elevation of the whole hike crammed up in the last hour. That means we are ascending 6.6 meters every minute, which is about a meter every 10 seconds. So I'm gonna stop yapping because I'm getting puffed out just by talking. I'm gonna concentrate on my pace, maybe find myself a good walking stick, and I'll see you guys at the Laguna. And now we have made it to the viewpoint of Mount Fitzroy. Oh man, look at that. That is incredible. Absolutely amazing. Totally worth the whole hike to come all the way up here to this viewpoint right in front of Laguna de los Tres. So I think this is a pretty good spot now to finally have my lunch. And then after I have that, after I have my sandwich, we'll go for a walk down there where the people are taking their photos in front of the Laguna. And then there's another viewpoint further over there, which we'll make to before we make our way back. All right. Check this out, the sun has come out to play and the clouds have cleared the way for us to check out this area. That's how you know it's a really good hike, when it's all windy and cloudy and overcast the whole way through. And when you arrive at the destination, absolutely beautiful. So the peak of Mount Fitzroy is 3,359 meters, pretty decent. And another fun fact, check this out guys. So you see the profile behind me, what Fitzroy looks like? Where have you seen that before? Don't know, need some clues? It is literally the symbol of Patagonia, the Patagonian Logo. Ooh. Well, this is probably the best that it's gonna get. This is sick. Just walked over to the other viewpoint and check out Laguna de los Tres behind me. and it's hella windy up here. You never realize how windy it is until you get up on the hill. Now, I was thinking take a MAV up, but probably not a good idea. Gale force winds come through every now and then, enough to blow me off balance, so not taking the risk. We are so high up here, and if I take right maybe 100, 200 meters, who knows how fast the wind is going up there. And plus there's a big ass eagle flying around, so not the best conditions for that. Here we go. Check out that wind. No way, not gonna lose, man, not today. Fuck, man, it's great. So it's 4:30 now, probably a good time to start heading back. It's probably gonna take 3.5 hours to get back down. Gotta make my way all the way there, up that ridge, and down all the way 3 hours into that valley, back into town. Hopefully I make it back by 8. Oh my god, yes, finally made it back. Made it back in 3.5 hours flat. Oh my god, I am so exhausted. 3.5 hours flat with 30 minutes break, so smashed it down in 3 hours. Now, best part of the day, time for our stats. What have we got? 26.2 kilometers, not too bad today. 40,000 steps and climbed 277 floors. Damn. And this was our route today, all the way to Mount Fitzroy. Alright guys, that's it for today. I think I've earned myself a nice warm pot of Lago for dinner tonight and a cold beer. So I guess that's it for our first official hike here in Patagonia. Plenty more of those to come. Hope you guys enjoyed today, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.